Today's question is, watching Sinners inspired me to create. What is it about witnessing someone else's art that stirs something so deeply within us? So, I haven't yet seen the movie. I was trying to go see it last week and it didn't happen, and so I'll see it either, I don't know, this week or next week sometime. But I definitely want to see it, even though I don't like scary movies, but I've been told it's not that scary or whatever, so... But what is it about witnessing someone else's art that stirs something so deeply within us? I think that thing that stirs something so deeply within us is resonance. As in the body, the soul, the heart, something recognizes what they see on the screen as something that's in me too. And you're resonating. And resonance always feels like there's this, I don't know, you want to call it simpatico feeling, or a feeling of synchronicity, something, synergy, something like that. Synchronicity, synergy, all those. That's what happens when you see something that you can do in someone else's work, you know? And it's one thing to feel like, oh my gosh, I really, really liked that. But there is something else about feeling like I want to go out and make something now. It's because what you saw them do, you know that you can do that too. And it might not be that exact thing, right? It might not be the same genre. It might not be the same medium, right? It might be you read a novel, or you read a book, or you watch a movie, or you see a play, or you hear music. A lot of times what inspires me most is great music, or music that I find great. So the thing is that this resonance, it's more like a certain, there's like a vibe, literally a vibration or something, where it's just like y'all are like, you know, in the same vibration. So the people whose music I like, when I hear that music, that will make me want to go write or make my thing, because I see this person in their element. I see this other artist in their element, and it makes me want to go be in my element, you know? And I take that resonance as an invitation, you know? I take that resonance as an invitation to go make the thing, you know? Because it's almost like you can like ride the wave of the wake that other artist has made for you. And I say other artists because you're an artist too. I'm an artist. To me, I think we're all artists. It's just a matter of, you know, like, do we develop it? What do we do with it? You know, I think anything that you do with gusto, anything that you do for itself gets to be a piece of art. Anything that you do solely because you really want to, and there's not an agenda for it. And I mean, there can be an agenda. Like I want my books to, you know, go places and do things and all of that. I do. But the writing, and I've spoken about this before. Yeah, I've talked about this in another live, where, you know, the process is the most important part. And so when you're doing something and the process is more important than the outcome, you're making art. You know, you are an artist, and now it's just like, where do you want to put that energy? You know? So you are supposed to ride that wave of inspiration. Ride that wave of inspiration. and go make your thing, go do it. Now, you are of course going to hit a rough spot at some point where you're just not going to wanna anymore. And so inspiration, resonance, that you're like feeling that resonance, it'll take you, it's not, it'll get you, it'll, use it, ride that wave, right? But then you need to be, and then you are going to have to start showing up. Hey Jay. You are going to have to start showing up once that wave of inspiration is over. Then you do have to start showing up and start doing your work. And then you got to deal with sometimes resistance. And I've talked a lot about how to deal with resistance, like create an opening. I'm looking at my tea kettle right now because that's what I use to kind of like open up myself. Hey Jay. To open up. I just saw when you said hey there, so it's kind of delayed. But I have that's when you need to have rituals and stuff like that to get going with your creativity, because as soon as you ride this huge wave of inspiration from having seen the movie Sinners, and then you're like, I can do that too. And then you're like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start on Monday. And then Monday comes and you're going to be feeling great all week. And then Monday comes and you're just not going to want to do it. That's just part of it. It's not personal. That's part of it. That's why I say, and I don't know, maybe I'll post this again or something like that, but it's on my Substack. If you go to the Gospel of Leslie, my Substack, you'll see, go to the Gospel of Leslie on Substack. Then you'll see I have a writing and creativity section, and I talk about, I think I call it the entry point. And this is a way to get going when, after the wave of inspiration has left you, and we have to have those high moments. We need them. It's just that they're going to fall at some point. And that's the nature of the thing. It's completely fine. All of the work is still beautiful and everything. It's just that you're gonna need something to like, it is its own kind of like grind thing, but you can make it beautiful. That's why I start with tea. I start with things. I talk about that in this essay post, because once the inspiration kind of dissipates, then it's you and the page. But it's you and the page, and you've also had this inspiration come in. You've also had this, you're not exactly the same as you were before you had it, and that's a really beautiful thing. So I just want to make sure I'm answering the question. What is it about witnessing someone else's art that stirs something so deeply? It's that we recognize ourselves in it. We see our brilliance in this other person's brilliance, because their brilliance is our brilliance. Our brilliance is their brilliance. And if they've created something big enough for you to be able to, just kind of like ride the wave of their wake, right? Then do that. And then prepare to, be a real creative, then prepare to be a real artist and show the fuck up and make your shit and have ways to enter in to be able to make your thing. That's what I would say.